Are you looking for a plumbed-in version of your portable headspa unit? Well, I have a video for you, so keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to Healing with Alexandra. I'm Alex, a licensed acupuncturist and master esthetician, and I just plumbed in my new headspa unit. And since there aren't that many videos out there, I just really wanted to show you how I set this one up. And I wanted to share the challenges, what I changed, and my honest opinion on whether this sink is worth it or not. And just so you know, I am not affiliated with this company, so you're getting 100% of my real thoughts. Let's get started. If you've seen my previous headspa videos, you'll know I started with a portable unit and it was great at first. But as I got busier, a few major issues did pop up. For instance, draining and refilling the water took forever, and just getting it set up for the next line took about 30 minutes of extra time between clients, and my back hated it. Temperature control was another problem. Once the water was set, it was really hard to adjust mid-treatment, and I had clients asking for hotter or cooler water, and I just couldn't change it quickly enough. And finally, I didn't love having to plug it in. Electrical components can wear out over time, and I just really wanted something more permanent and reliable. So I decided to invest in a plumbed-in headspa, basically like a salon sink, but made for headspa treatments. After a lot of research, I found a unit from a Canadian company called The Complete Spa Furniture. They were super responsive over the phone and email and helped me figure out which setup would work best for my space. They have a few options to choose from. Finding a plumbed-in headspa sink that isn't thousands of dollars is hard. I didn't want one with built-in electronics, and I already had a massage table, so this basic porcelain model worked perfectly for me. It came with a halo ring, a headrest, flexible hose, a 3-way T-connector, shower head, and a faucet control sink. It also came with a plastic drain strainer, and the total cost was about $1,100 US plus $200 for duty, and shipping was free. The packaging was really well done, came in a safe wooden box, but is heavy porcelain, so handle it carefully. There are two ways to install a headspa sink: from the outside with visible tubing, and underground through the flooring. But I went through 3 different contractors, and some of them couldn't even figure out how to plumb in this version. And finally, I decided to do the underground floor option. It was definitely a bigger investment, but honestly the best choice long term. It keeps the space clean, organized, and professional looking. I also added wheels to give an extra 3 inches of height, which is totally optional and also not unnecessary. Here's a quick look underneath the sink. Feel free to screenshot this to show your plumber if you're setting up yours too, because a lot of plumbers really don't know how to plumb in a headspa unit. I did end up swapping a few things. For instance, the shower head. I replaced the one that came with it because I wanted something with pointed bristles and a much better water flow. So I found one that fit perfectly fine, and the Amazon link is below. The cushion headrest was also uncomfortable and had no drainage holes, so I actually took the cushion from the old portable unit and fitted it into this one, which was not easy, but worth it. If the company ever updates this model, that's one of the biggest features that I'd love to see improved. Now, the waterfall function also isn't perfect. It's tricky to get that relaxing, gentle flow. It's either too strong or it starts dripping oddly, and using the handle to get it to that perfect setting is really hard. So I actually decided to order a Dohi headspa unit, and I'll be doing an unboxing and comparison video soon. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I also changed the drainage filter, and I have everything linked below. One thing that I got as well to upgrade was a steamer, and this steamer unit was from Amazon and half the price of name brand ones. It's got multiple modes depending on the treatment, and I'm loving it so far. So my final thoughts, I say this was a good buy, but I definitely had to customize it to make it work perfectly. If you already have a basic salon sink, you can probably create your own version of a headspa setup just by adding some of these features that I did to upgrade the sink. Now, would I buy it again? Probably, because there's nothing much out there for a plumbed-in version, especially without electricity. Until someone out there finally makes the perfect headspa sink, this one's my go-to. So I hope this video helps you if you're thinking about switching from a portable to a plumbed-in unit. If you did or you're planning to, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And I'll see you guys next time. Happy healing!